If you're preparing for a Cambridge C1 exam, these are 5 mistakes that might be slowing down the process without you even noticing. Hi, I'm Carol. I'm an English teacher who works with Cambridge exam preparation, and today I'm going to show you 5 of the biggest mistakes I see students making before taking the C1 exam, and more importantly, how to avoid them. So let's go to this process so we can understand a little better. So here, the first mistake is studying English instead of studying the exam. And do not get me wrong, you do need to have C1 level English to take the exam. So I'm not saying, oh, I'm a A2, B1 student, I'm going to take the exam just knowing the exam. No, that's not the case. But if you are planning to take the exam, you need to know not only how to deal with the English, but for you to understand how to use it. So you need to be able to use the English well in the way Cambridge assesses you. You have to understand how Cambridge assesses you. You don't need to just learn random vocabulary or watch random YouTube videos or do random grammar exercises. You need to know exactly the exam criteria you're going to have to know about, to the ones who will be assessed and everything. So, okay. Now, talking a little about studying English, that's a little different than studying for a Cambridge exam because you will need to know exactly the tasks, what they expect from you, and how to deal with this. So you can be fluent and still lose points if you don't know and if you don't understand how the exam works. So that's an important thing to know and to work towards. Now, let's talk about the second mistake. The second mistake is related to this, ignoring assessment criteria. Many students ignore it because they are not aware of the criteria. So that's something you definitely need to know. For example, when practicing for the writing part, some writing criteria are content, communicative achievement, organization, and language. If you're not able to do this in this way, you might be losing points even though you speak English or you write in English. So, of course, it's a process, you know. Many students don't know how they are going to be graded in these categories. And if you are preparing for an exam, you should learn that. You should ask your teacher to help you, or you should research by yourself. So, if you don't know the rubric, you're preparing blindly. So, come on, let's get to know the exam and really know what's that for you, okay? The examiner is not grading your effort, they're grading specific criteria. They need to see that you're achieving the goals set for you. Okay, so that's really important. Now, the third mistake is thinking advanced English means using difficult words. And come on, who hasn't made that mistake before, right? But it's very important for you to understand that when we are talking about English, we're not just talking about saying advanced words, they're very hard. No, we need natural English, accurate and flexible. Of course, the idea is for the difficult words for you to be able to shine and everything to become natural to you in a way that you will be able to use it in a way that will sound natural. Because it doesn't matter if you use many fancy words, but they sound disconnected. There's no point. Of course, you should try to use advanced vocabulary during the advanced, but sophisticated vocabulary helps only if it's natural. So overcomplicating your language often causes mistakes. So it's better to have a simple natural sentence than an unnatural sentence with a very fancy dictionary word, because that will not show that you have to one level. So that's important to know. Okay? Now, let's talk about the fourth mistake. The fourth mistake is never practicing under exam conditions. Okay, so that is a problem that many students face because they think that practicing is just do some extra exercises, get to know the exam. And of course, it is a process and it is important for you to do the exam tasks little by little, but you need to practice under exam conditions. Many students will pause the timer, check Google, rewrite everything, never do complete exams, never do full mocks. And that's not the best way. Of course, this can be a way, and it is important during classes and for you to prepare little by little, but you must do full mocks. You should use a timer, you should simulate the real exam, you should build stamina. The exam is not just testing your English, it's also testing your ability to perform under pressure. And I know that can definitely be challenging, so don't get me wrong, I totally get it. Now, the last mistake that we have is waiting until you're perfect. Okay, come on. Who never thought, oh, I'm going to take it next year because next year I'm going to be better and then I'm going to do it all in 2 years? And I'm going to be honest with you. Although I am a person that believes that there is moments that things are more prepared for it and moments that you're not, there is no perfect moment. You're never going to be perfect. You will be better. But if you don't set a deadline for yourself and test, okay, because, okay, maybe you're getting grades when you test in your mocks that are not consistent. Okay, maybe that's not the time. But waiting for you to have a perfect score, that's never going to happen. I mean, it may happen, but just wait until you're perfect in everything. You're probably going to get frustrated and you're not going to achieve everything. So when you think about, I'll book the exam when I stop making mistakes, that means you never book the exam because C1 candidates will make mistakes. Native speakers will make mistakes. Teachers will make mistakes. C2 level candidates will make mistakes. Cambridge does not expect perfection. You will make mistakes. That's expected. But they expect effective communication, flexibility, control, and consistency. Perfection isn't the goal, communication is. So that's really important for you to have. And now, I want to know which of these mistakes have you been making? Comment below, subscribe for more Cambridge tips, and if you want to find out more or chat to me, you can get in touch with me via WhatsApp, of course, but also on Instagram. I'm available at Inglês Lições com Carol, where you can chat to me. You can even see about exam preparation if that's a desire of yours. But I was very happy to be here with you today. And if you have specific questions related to Cambridge exams, post here in the comments, and I'll be very happy to be here with you again. Okay, so thank you very much. Bye bye.